Are you kidding me? That's all I could really say here is, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You've got to begin. You've got to begin. Is this what we are? Is this where we at right now? What's good, Hook Right GN? Like the shirt and tie profile with the shades, Jacob Hendricks. But this Scott Foster and the rest of the NBA crew, told you. I just told you in the last video what was going to happen. Just told you. Just told you. And if you watch the last video that we did live, you would see. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, it's believable now, because you see it all the time. But it was poorly officiated, to say the least. They're showing you right now what they're going to do. I'm watching this game and I see right now they have no answer for John Wall. The only answer they have is the referees. And people are going to watch this game and think, oh, it was Crowder and them. Crowder and them got going. That's what happened. Once Crowder and them got going, they couldn't stop them. We was like, Crowder, Al Horford, really? If you watch this game, there was no way humanly possible the Boston Celtics were better than Washington. Their bench was outplaying Boston. Everything that was happening on this court, the officials played it right into the Washington Wizards. If Washington is getting cheated, you know what's going to happen to them? They're going to implode. And once John Wall gets upset, the rest of the team gets upset. And then that's the game. Everybody's done for. It was disgusting to watch. Now people got to suffer watching the Utah Jazz versus the Clippers. And I don't want y'all to think that they don't mess with these live chats, because they do. Whenever they see a title they don't like, they jump right in and try to look for a way to take down the video. Or they're talking about, oh, the connection is bad. I'm in the same spot I was in yesterday. Everything was all good. Now the connection's bad. Why wouldn't the connection be bad today? You know what I'm saying? Now it ain't bad no more. How is that? course they ruthless. They want to say the internet. Oh, your internet's low. Now you got very bad connection. Well, tell me, when is it going to be very good? Good thing you did it, Anthony, because nobody else could see it. I've been fighting to get that video up for the whole day. They keep coming up with another reason to keep flagging it. It makes zero sense. But I'm glad you guys watched it live with me and had fun doing it. Oh, guess what? We got good connection again. Oh, now it's poor. Now it's very bad. Poor connection. Very bad. Poor connection. Then it's okay again. Are they working on it somewhere? I gotta go grocery shop. I doubt I'll ever do a podcast. You can't steal my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is locked down. Like Fort Knox. Yep. That was the same thing I said. I saw these people right here. The Washington Redskins get totally the Washington Redskins. The Washington Wizards, who used to be the Bullets, but you know, the NBA, when they went commercial, they had to change the name from the Bullets to the Wizards, which is really stupid. I never liked the name the Wizards. Yeah, I know. We had a conversation the other day. He calls once every month, so we get caught up on everything. So when he called, that's when I answer. Did you see the 19 3-pointers going in? See, NBA is all about momentum and runs. What happened on those 19 threes? Why people weren't there? Did they shoot a lot of wide open threes with people running out trying to guard them? I saw a lot of those. You didn't see it? When you're whistling people out and stopping them from scoring, getting people in foul trouble so they can't play defense a certain way on you anymore, you're handcuffing people behind their back and sending them out there to play. But like they said, you saw 19 threes. You saw the highlights. I talked to the real brothers yesterday. He texting me right now about Jimmy Butler. This game over with, he's still talking about Jimmy Butler. You know why, Potter? Those start the quarter fouls that you see, the reason why you start seeing those start the quarter fouls that were kicking off was because they're insignificant. They're trying to make up for the obvious damaging fouls that they called against Washington already. They're trying to balance out the foul sheet. So when you look at it, you're like, well, it wasn't that bad. He got this many fouls, we got this many fouls. But yeah, you got this many fouls when it's like 2 minutes to go in the game, 2 minutes before the half, the third quarter, or every time you guys were trying to stop a run, when they was on a run. You got some of the most ridiculous calls in history. We've seen this happen. They done it for Michael Jordan and the Bulls. They do it for LeBron James. They do it for all of these guys. Even Kobe's gotten it before. But at some point, you got to ball, man. You got to actually ball. I knew it. Once he lost the 2, it was all over. It was all over there. I don't know. Somebody elbow hit him, I guess, and his tooth got knocked out. But I knew they were going to get screwed ever since then. He probably had a loose tooth already, and then that was just the finishing touch. Yeah, I bet they're going to move the Clippers to the next round. Utah's going to jump out on pretty early. Utah's a better team than the Clippers. The Clippers got a bunch of dunkers on their team. Well, it's easier for Al Horford to play an all-around game when they whistling people out the game than allowing Horford to do what he wants to do. What did they do in the Bulls series against Lopez? Lopez was schooling him. He was embarrassing him. And what they do, they whistled Lopez out the game. They slapped Lopez with like 2 fouls in the first quarter so he could sit down on the bench so Al Horford could get going. Yes, I want them to win. I want the Wizards to beat Boston. Because I know that they can give LeBron a run for their money. Cavs won't get past Boston. Is that what you think? They're trying to set that up. Notice how no one's giving Toronto a chance. Of course they're going to the finals again. I feel like the Emperor from from Star Wars. I have foreseen it. Let them go. Let them go. I'm just going to expose it all the way down the line. And they're not going to like it. But I'm like, look, here you go. I'm going to expose this all the way down the line. The whole world's going to see it unfold. And if they doubt it, they can go back and watch any video I've made. What about my Cubs? This is baseball, man. What you want to be right now is at least 500 or a little bit better than 500 to be in striking range. Because when it gets June, July, you want to make that run. Baseball is a very long season. Nobody's trying to win and have a perfect baseball record. That would be called stupid. When the Boston Red Sox broke the most wins in a baseball season and they lost in the playoffs in like the second round. Of course, Tottenham is going to destroy Arsenal. Arsenal is a joke. George Hill's defense on Paul George has just been horrendous, to say the least. You can't give, Chris Paul. You can't give Chris Paul those type of shots, man, if you're going to guard Chris Paul. A top of the key three-pointer is what he wants. Wow, you don't even have to dribble no more. You could just align your feet any kind of way you want. I know about all sports, sir. High school basketball? Nah. Paul's doing all he can right now. Not Paul Pierce, Chris Paul. And what Utah's doing is using the whole team. And Chris Paul is doing his best Russell Westbrook impression. And this is where they fail. Oh, yeah, the first thing they do, every year somebody gets hurt on the Clippers. They're the most fragilest team in basketball history. But yet and still, they want to blame Doc Rivers. Oh, what do you know? Tough shot for Chris Paul. And here comes Utah. Down to the lane, down to the post. I mean, you got Paul Pierce. You can't take him? Good move. Joe Johnson for three. But that was a good move. They can get any shot they want against the Clippers. The Clippers are a very dumb basketball team. That was just carries if I've ever seen one. And they just let it go. Wow, that was a bad possession. Here come the referees. And what they're going to do, try to keep this game close when it really isn't. Well, we probably be on a delay. The game is tied. Please put this team in front of Golden State. You letting the white guy cross you over and get to the basket. I know Golden State is rooting for the Clippers 100%. They ain't got that far to travel. They can go home and sleep in their beds every time they whoop. Every time they whoop on the Clippers. They need to only go there twice. It's not like they won't be swept. This team is such a joke. That two guard, I don't know who he is. Who keeps doing this high traveling dribble where he's kicking his feet in the air. I'm like, what in the world is this guy doing? Chris Paul is a waste of talent, meaning that his talent is wasted being on the Clippers. Well, didn't last year in the playoffs he broke his hand out. Year before that, what's his name? Chris Paul, him, either one or both are eliminated every time. Absolutely. No, he's not going to win anyway. We already know that. We know what this is already. We know this is it. This is all we're going to have, and it is a wrap. Oh, they're going to do that. He's not going to win with the Clippers. Chris Paul's going to go to a team in which they're going to get him a championship. And LeBron going to be, I need a guard like CP3. Why don't you come to Cleveland, man? Nobody want to go to Cleveland. That's what it is. That's the main problem. Dwayne Wade was like, man, I just can't go to Cleveland. Even Ray Allen, like, look, man, if you was talking to Miami, I could see. But even just being there for a half a season, I can't see myself being in Cleveland. Nobody wants to go to Cleveland. Ray Allen didn't want to go to Cleveland when he only had to play in the playoffs. Man, I just can't be in Cleveland. I don't want Golden State playing Utah. Utah is dangerous. Because they got guys that can ball. You got to whistle them out. They can get past the second level. Crawford can't guard any of these guys. They don't know how to play defense on the Clippers. They just got a bunch of young players that are very good. They're raw talent. Well, Brandon, I got videos of me hooping. Go watch them. Telling you, Utah just got a bunch of people nobody watch or care about, but that guy can play. And he's young. His name is Rodney Hood. And Jamal Crawford trying to do his thing to keep them in the game. Chris Paul is on the bench. That's a terrible call on Goldberg. Yeah, but let me get ready, man. I got to get out of here. It's been nice chatting with y'all. I want to give y'all at least a good 20, 30 minutes to talk with y'all. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Don't forget, subscribe and join the playlist, all that great stuff.